Hello everyone. In this class, we'll try to learn about gastrointestinal hormones. Gastrin. Gastrin is a GI hormone produced by G cells located in the pyloric glands, most known powerful stimulant of HCl secretion. It reaches the stomach through arterial circulation, that is, it is secreted into venous blood, enters right heart, then reaches pulmonary circulation, passes to left side of heart, then to aorta, and finally through the gastric vessels it reaches stomach. Presence of products of protein digestion in the stomach acts on G cells to release gastrin. It stimulates secretory activity of parietal cells and chief cells. Some of the actions of gastrin are it stimulates the secretion of histamine from enterochromaffin cells. Histamine stimulates HCl secretion, and this is the principal way by which gastrin stimulates acid secretion. Gastrin also stimulates HCl secretion by acting on gastrin receptors in the parietal cell. This increases intracellular calcium. To a lesser extent, it stimulates chief cells to secrete pepsin. It also stimulates insulin secretion after protein meal and stimulation of growth of the mucosa of the stomach and also small and large intestine. Stimuli that increase gastric secretion. There are some luminal factors, neural factors, and blood-borne factors. The luminal factors are peptides and amino acids and the distension of the stomach, whereas the neural factors increased vagal discharge is going to increase HCl production, gastrin production by gastrin releasing peptide rather than acetylcholine. Some blood-borne factors like calcium, epinephrine, also they're going to increase gastrin production. Stimuli that inhibit gastric secretion, or rather gastrin secretion. Acid luminal factors are acid and somatostatin, whereas blood-borne factors are hormones like secretin, GIP, VIP, glucagon, and calcitonin. CCK-BZ. It's a polypeptide containing 33 amino acids with 5 terminal amino acids as those of gastrin, which account for some stimulant properties that they have in common. It is produced by granular mucosal cells of upper part of small intestine, duodenum, and jejunum. Some of the actions of cholecystopancreaticozymin are the hormone causes contraction of gallbladder to release bile and causes secretion of pancreatic juice rich in enzymes by causing discharge of zymosin granules from the pancreatic acinar cells, and the effect is mediated by activation of phospholipase C. It also increases the secretion of enterokinase, that is enteropeptidase, from the duodenum and may also increase the motility of small and large intestine. It produces trophic effect, that is, it has its growth on the pancreas. It is found in neurons in the brain where it helps in the regulation of food intake and is related to production of anxiety and analgesia. Secretin is the first hormone discovered. It is a polypeptide and consists of 27 amino acids. It is produced by argentifin cells in the crypts of mucosa of upper part of the small intestine, duodenum, and jejunum. It is secreted as a prosecretin, which gets converted by the gastric HCl and salts of fatty acids into secretin, that is active secretin. Some of the actions of secretin are it acts on the ducts cells of pancreas to produce flow of alkaline watery pancreatic juice, but poor in enzymes. The effect is mediated by increased intracellular cyclic AMP. As the volume of pancreatic secretion increases, chloride concentration falls and bicarbonate concentration rises. Although bicarbonates are secreted in small ducts, it is reabsorbed in the large ducts in exchange for chloride. The magnitude of exchange is inversely proportional to the rate of flow. It also stimulates bile secretion and potentiates the effect of CCK-BZ on pancreas. It also, along with the CCK-BZ, causes contraction of pyloric sphincter and delays gastric emptying and thus preventing efflux of duodenal contents into the stomach. Note that secretin and CCKPZ potentiate the action of other factors which increase secretin and CCKPZ release. Acid in the duodenum causes more of secretin liberation and feeble stimulation of CCKPZ. Products of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins digestion in small intestine cause more CCKPZ to release. Some of the other hormones of GI tract are gastric inhibitory polypeptide, that is GIP. It's a glucose-dependent insulinotropic polypeptide. Then vasoactive intestinal peptide, glucagon-like immunoreactivity, that is GLI, also known as glycine, motilin, neurotensin, substance P, gastrin-releasing peptide, that is GRP, somatostatin, and ghrelin are some of the other uh, GI hormones secreted from the GI tract in small quantities. Thank you.